All right, welcome back, guys. Before we get to the form elements, I just realized I forgot to add the default class for this notifications button. So let me just do that quickly, and then we'll move on to the form elements. So menu notifications active. All right, so now if I change this to simple notification, I get the regular icon. All right, good, that's what I wanted to do. Now for the form elements, let's find the forms section. All right, here it is. Okay, so for the form, let's see, these two form elements should be split in half for starters. So let's move down. Half size column. Let's not forget to add float left, float right, and clear float on the parent. Okay, so simple inputs, class add round to give them the round corners. Also add that to the text area. Okay, so now they are round. Now I have a class here that says default size input and full size input. So if we go here to widths, we see a full width with a 94% width, and I think I used that in login. Let's see, yeah, there it is, full width. So let's change this to full size input to keep the same names. Full size input, and change this to full size input. And let's add another class, default size input, which I want it to be about 220 pixels. So 220 by 12, that gives me about 18.33 amps. So 18.33 amps. And of course we need to add the width, so it's very, very important. Okay, that's 220 by 12. And I think we can go a bit higher than that, like 250 by 12, 20.83. All right, I'm happy with that. So simple input here, full width, and error input. So let's style that error input. Let's see, forms here. Okay, so let's see, form input with a class of error input. we'll have a stroke first of all, so a border of 1 pixel solid, and let's grab this color. All right, have a look. Okay. We also need to set a hover color. So if on a traditional input we have on hover we have a darker color than the normal one, it's only logical we set a similar one to the error input. So going back here, grab this and select a darker color, something like this. That works. Okay. Next we have that M, which acts as a description. So form paragraph M, we'll do display block and a margin top of about 10 pixels. Let's do 10 by 12, 0.833 amps. Yep, that looks good. And finally, let's do form paragraph form error. I think I called it. Yeah, form error. And we'll just change a color here to CF4425. Okay, let's also target that label, and we are home free. All right, cool. So this is the input, full with input and error input, all styled. Now let's move on to the text area. And for the text area, I'll copy this. Actually, I didn't need to copy it. All I had to do is add text area. All right, so now it changed. And also, we gotta add text area focus and text area hover. Good. Okay. So, oops, wrong page. In the dashboard, though, the text area should have been, I mean, the label should be above the text area. So why isn't it doing that? So we have a label for simple text area. Oh, because they are not included in a form, that's why. So form with a field set. Yeah, that makes more sense now. So we have the text area, some radio buttons, and the drop down, and the submit button. And submit button, let's not forget to add text upper. All right, and we gotta do something about the text, about the labels on the radios and the checkboxes. So since we're dealing with different labels, we'll just do a different class. A class that's called alternate label. Here and here as well. All right. So for the alternate label, we'll do form label with a class of alt label, and the only change is text transform set to none. All right, and we can also set some margin right to the radios and the checkboxes. So let's say form input type checkbox and type radio. Let's do a 10 pixel right margin. So margin right 10 by 12, 0.833 amps. Cool. I like that. All right. So the form elements are complete. Let's move on to the information boxes. All right. Let's create a new section. Let's do message boxes. Okay. And the first thing we'll do information box, confirmation box, oops, error box, and warning box. And I'm doing this to set general styles for all of them because they all look the same in terms of padding and margin. So I'll do padding about 10 pixels top and bottom, and a bit more on the left side because we have the little icon on the left side. So we'll do 10 pixels, so 0.833 amps all around. And we'll do 3 amps for the left. So 10 by 12 and 36 by 12. And if you still don't remember why 36, well, let me explain again. We have 10 here, 16 here, that's 26, and another 10 right here, and that's 36 by 12, 3 amps. Cool. And also margin, let's do a margin bottom of 10 pixels, so 0.833 amps. All right, cool. Now it's time to style each item individually. So let's start with information box. This will have a background color, of this. The image will be in img icons, I think message boxes, message box slash ic information.png. No repeat. Let's do 10 pixels from the left and center. Okay. It also has a border, 1 pixel solid, and the border color let's quickly do this. And also it has a text color, which is the same color as the color of the icon. Let's have a look. This text is a bit too much, so I don't think we changed it in typography. Let's see. Needs to be 12, and no, we didn't. So information box, confirmation box, error box, and warning box. Okay. Yeah, there we go. So now it's 12 pixels. It looks as it should. Cool, cool. So we have 3 more of these: information, confirmation, error, and warning. Okay, so quickly let's grab some background colors. Some border colors and some text colors. Oops, wrong one. Okay, next is the confirmation one. So background, stroke, and text color. Okay, and warning. Okay, I think I messed this up. The error one. I got the text color wrong, so error text color is this and border color is this. Okay. Yeah, that looks much better. Okay, so just to test things out with our new boxes, if we include if you include some large text, it will expand and the icon will stay in the middle of the box as it should. Cool. All right, we're done with those, and finally let's style these buttons right here. So let's see, we have div with a class, content module main, and the UL with a class of temporary button showcase. So let's put this to general. Okay. So UL temporary button showcase. List style type, set this to none, and the list items will each have a width, let's say about 23%, and floated to the left. Cool. The parent needs a clear float. And they also need a margin bottom of 1em. All right, something like that. And remember, this is just a temporary placeholder for showcasing the buttons. It might not be used by the final user anyway, so we're not going to spend too much time on that. But the thing I'm more interested in is why we don't have a white box around those. So half size column. Oh, okay, because we didn't wrap this around the content module div. That's why. There we go. Cool. Now for the final touch here, we gotta add a couple of icons. All right, and I did that earlier. I just to save a bit of time, I've added a couple of icons here for a left arrow, right arrow, cancel, delete, download, edit, favorite, and so on and so forth. We have a few icons here. So let's just do the basic ones. Let's see, we have IC add. It seems I forgot to include that one, but we can do one. We can create one of our own icons. For instance, we'll grab this one. So duplicate it, needs to be 16 by 16, and then increase the width to 26, like this. All right, export and save this in icons, call it IC add. Okay. So now go to style, to our buttons right here, and let's do this, copy it a bunch of times. All right, let's see what we got. We got edit, what else? We have delete, download, upload, favorite, print, and search. And search, I've already defined it here. So I'm gonna delete it from here. Check it out. So add, edit, delete, download, upload, favorite, print, and search. So upload, let's see. It's actually up circle. And search is actually zoom, not search. The search, the IC search is for the top menu. Okay. All right, there we go. Cool. All right. So now one thing we gotta do is see about these expand and collapse thingies. So to do that, open Espresso and let's reference a JavaScript file. All right, and also let's reference jQuery. So I'll do jQuery, and I think it's at 171 right now. Let's quickly check this. Yep, 171. Okay. And script type, we don't need this. Source will be JS/functions.js. All right. Let's create a functions.js file. And a couple of changes are needed in dashboard.html. The first one, or actually the change is we got to duplicate the span. So one of them will be click to collapse. We'll give it a class of expand collapse text, and a different class here of initial expand. All right, and here's what we're gonna do. Since we have a span with a class of initial expand, on page load we'll hide this, so the only text shown will be click to collapse. So let's do that. All right, we'll do document ready, oops, function. All right, so on page load we'll do hide the expand text. So we'll reference everything with the class initial expand, and we'll hide it. So let's see. Now all we see is the click to collapse text. All right. Next, we'll do something like this. Oops. We'll do div content module heading on click we have a function. So on click, what do? We'll say this. Next, content module main, and we'll do slide toggle. So basically, when we click a div with a class of content module heading, we'll take the next sibling, the immediate sibling of this, of content module heading, with the class of content module main, and we'll toggle it. So now, if we look, click, and it toggles. Very easy. So we gotta change the text as well, and to do that, we'll say this children with a class of expand collapse text toggle. Oops. So basically, after we toggle the content module main, we grab the children of content module heading with the class of expand collapse text, which in our case are both spans, and we do toggle. But since we hid the first one, by doing toggle on it, it will show it, and by doing toggle on the visible one, it will hide it. So basically, we're just swapping the two spans. So now, click to expand, click to collapse, and there you go. So now all you got to do is grab these two and replace them in all the other headings. Let's have a look. So we have click to collapse, all the text has been changed. Let's see if this works as it should. There you go. Alrighty. So actually that was it, guys. There are a couple of things that we can do now, which is to check our code in a validator to see if it's valid. So let's do that. Let's grab the login code first. I think that was the correct. No. Is this it? Yep. So login page is clean and dashboard page is clean. Yep. All right. You can also check the code that we've written in some different browsers. I did check it in IE8 plus. I'm not really interested in IE7 anymore, or IE6 even, because I'm dropping support for all browsers below IE8. So I checked it in IE8, IE9, and in the latest versions of Firefox, Safari, and Chrome, and all of it looks just fine. If you guys find any bugs, please let me know, and maybe I missed something. But as far as I can tell, we did a pretty good job here, and everything works as it should. Yeah, that was the end of this tutorial series, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe to Web Design Tuts for some future tutorials, and leave any comments or suggestions to the comments area. Thanks so much for watching all of the videos so far, and I'll see you in the next series. Bye.